Hello students, let us see some introduction to digital circuits. So before going to the in detail about your digital circuits, let us see signals. So we are having two types of signals, analog signal and digital signal. Here it is shown is this is your analog signal and this is digital signal. So the value of analog signal, here the value is 0 and here it is having some value. So here it is having some different value. So from 0 to t it is having n number of values. The analog signal is represented with x of t by a real number at any given time point. It means that if this is 0, if I consider this is 1, if this is 1, if I consider this point is 1, and if I consider this is a 0, between 0 to 1 it consists infinite values 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.00003, 0.4, 0.403. So like that it is having n number of values. But while coming to the digital signal, we are having only two levels, that is low level and high level. It means that in the digital signal we are having low level and high level. That may be a low level may be a 0 or high level may be a 1. So it is need not to be always low level is 0 and high level is 1. There should be relation that high level value should be more as compared to low level value. It means that if I have a low level value is -5, high level value should be of more than -5. That may be of 1, 2, 3, anything. So this is about analog signal and digital signal. And the definition of this high level and low level depends upon the technology used. In the digital circuits, we may come in front of like some technologies like TTS technology. TTS stands for transistor logic technology, CMOS technology, complementary metal oxide semiconductor technology, ECL technology, that is nothing but emitter coupled logic technology. Let us see one simple example. This is your BJT. So in the BJT, we have discussed that BJT is it acts as a switch and it acts as an amplifier. It acts as an amplifier in analog circuits and it acts as a switch in digital circuits. So this is a simple example. Here, if I apply from 0 to 1, between 0 to 1, this is Vi is your input voltage and V0 is output voltage. If you observe from up to some 0 to this level, it is having maximum value. It means that if Vi is at low level, that is 0, then V0 is at high. So this is the indication. Here the Vi, this is your Vi line and this is your V0 line. Here the Vi at 0, it is having the V0 is at maximum, and if Vi is at maximum, the V0 value is 0. This is your V0 value. This V0 value is at this point it is low, that is 0. When the Vi is between 2 to 5, and at this point it is maximum from 0 to some extent of 1. So the circuit is called as inverter. Why so called inverter? Whenever the input is 0, that is the input signal is 0, the output becomes 1. If the input is high, output is 0. So it is complementing the input value. So this is a simple example for digital circuits. So what is the use of digital circuit? With the help of digital circuits, we can Like we can generate the original signal from corrupted signal. For example, this is a signal I have sent from my transmitter. So in the channel, it is disturbed with some noise. If you compare this original data and corrupted data, original data we are having sharp slants and here it is of uniform, but here you are having some noise and it is not sharp. So this is a comparator which compares. So for example, this is a V reference level. Here it is having two inputs, V reference and V2. The V2 is nothing but the values from all values it takes. The V reference is nothing but somewhere of at midpoint. That mid value is applied as a V reference and the V3 becomes, it takes a decision according to the V2 and V reference value. The V3 is maximum when V2 is high as compared to V reference. So in this portion, this V2 value is high as compared to this V reference. Then automatically the V3 becomes high. In this portion, the V2 is less than V reference. So it reaches to your low level. So like that it takes a decision. The comparator takes a decision. So if the V2 is greater than V reference, the output becomes high. If V2 is less than V reference, the output becomes low. Like this, the original data is obtained from the corrupted data. So the main advantage of this digital signal, we can store easily in magnetic tapes or in digital, like we are having CDs. So we can store on pen drive. If it is a digital signal or digital data, we can store easily. So the storage is very easy and you can process the data with the computers also. Here these are all some gates for logical operations like NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate. And one more thing, the digital circuits, if you observe, the package density becomes high. For example, if you consider your mobile phone, the mobile phone consists of an IC which is having n number of transistors. The package density deals with number of components are associated on a single chip. And this package density, having more package density increases the speed and which requires low power also. So with the digital circuits, it requires low power and it gives a high package density and the speed is also more as compared to your analog circuits. So here I have shown some logic gates which are used in digital circuits. These are the basic logic gates. This is NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate. This is a gate symbol and this is a gate symbol and this is a OR gate symbol. And this is a truth table for your NOT gate. NOT gate is also called as complementary gate. Whenever this A is the input and Y is output. For NOT gate, single input, single output. For AND gate, here you are having two inputs and one output. For OR gate, you are having two inputs and one output. This is a truth table. If A is 0, this is nothing but if this is 0, output becomes 1. If this is 1, output becomes 0. Similarly, for AND gate, for the two inputs, you will get 4 combinations. This is nothing but for 0, 0, output is 0. For 0, 1, output is 0. For 1, 0, output is 0. For 1, 1, output is 1. It is like a multiplication. It means that if at least one input is 0, output becomes 0. 0, 0, 0. Here one input is 0. So 0. One input is 0. 0. One input is, all inputs are 1. So it is 1. Coming to the OR gate, A and B are the inputs and Y is output. Here, if at least one input is 1, then output becomes 1. If I apply 0, if I apply here 0 and here 0, here 0 and 0, here we will get 0. If I apply 0 and 1, the output is 1. If I apply 1 and 0, output is 1. If I apply 1, 1, the output is 1. Means that if at least one input is 1, the output becomes 1. The notation is y equal to a bar, y equal to a dot b, that is multiplication symbol, y equal to a plus b. R is indicated with a plus b. Next, other gates are NAND and NOR. These are all called, these NAND and NOR are called as universal gates. This AND or NOT are called as basic gates. Why so called universal gates? With the help of NAND and NOR gates, you can implement other gates. NAND is nothing but it is a AND gate with complement. So if you observe for NAND AND gate, so this is your AND gate. So this is your AND gate symbol. For AND gate, if I keep here one bubble, this is called as complement. Then it becomes your NAND gate. It is nothing but AND with AND gate connected in series with one NOT gate. That is called as NAND gate. And similarly, NOR gate, OR gate connected in series with one NOT gate. That is your NOR gate. So a complement will get, the operation will be a complement of your AND gate. For 0, 0, you will get 1. For 0, 1, 1. And for 1, 0, 1. And for 1, 1 also, you will get 0. That is of complement. Y is equal to A dot B whole bar. Well, coming to the NOR gate, it is a complement of your OR gate. Actually, for OR gate, here you have to get for 0, 0, for OR gate it is 0. But for NOR gate it is complement. For OR gate it is 1, it is 1 and it is 1. But if you observe here for NOR gate, complement of 0 is 1, complement of 1 is 0, complement of 1 is 0, complement of 1 is 0. So, NOR gate is complement of your OR gate, NAND gate is complement of your AND gate. Let us come to your XOR gate. This is a symbol for XOR gate. Just it is like comparison. If all inputs are same, then output is 0. Here, inputs are same, the output is 0. Inputs are different, output is 1. Inputs are different, output is 1. Inputs are same, output is 1. We are having one more gate also. Complement of this XOR gate is XNOR gate. XNOR gate. XNOR gate. So its symbol is like a XOR gate with bubble. So its truth table becomes complement of this one. Its truth table becomes like this. This is your A and this is your B and this is your Y for 0, 0. So for XOR gate it is 0. So here you get 1. For 0, 1. For XOR gate it is 1. So here you get 0. For 1, 0. It is for 1, 0, 1. So its complement is 0. And for 1, 1. XOR is 0. So its complement is 1. So this is your. If all inputs are same, output is 0. If all inputs are same, output is 1. That is the difference between your XOR and XNOR. This is the notation, and for XNOR gate, notation is A and 1 dot B. This is a notation for XNOR gate. Let us see some logical operations. And the AND operation is cumulative. That is nothing but A dot B becomes B dot A. You can interchange. And an AND operation is associated. That is A into B into C equal to A into B into C. And the OR operation is cumulative. A plus B, the value of A plus B is equal to B plus A. And the OR operation is associative. A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Boolean algebra. So this is used to reduce the number of gates by using some theorems. Here we are having some De Morgan's theorem and duality properties are there. For example, theorem 1 is A bar whole bar is equal to A. That is, if A equal to 0, then its complement is A bar, which is equal to 1. If you again do the complementation, you will get your 0. So A bar whole bar is equal to A double bar is equal to A. So here if you observe 0, 0, 1, 1. Therefore, for all possible values of that, A can take A bar is A double bar is same as A. Similarly, A plus 0 equal to A. A plus 1 equal to 1. A plus A equal to A. A plus A bar equal to 1. Here, if I replace plus with dot, that is of OR with AND gate, then 0 is replaced with 1. A dot 1 equal to A dot 0 equal to 0, A dot A equal to A dot A bar equal to 0. It means that if I consider A plus 0, if I consider A plus 0, this is A and plus 0. A plus 0 equal to A. If I consider A equal to 0, 0 plus 0 equal to 0, it means that you got your A only. For example, if I consider 1, 1 plus 0 equal to, in the first case you have considered you got 0, 1 plus 0 equal to 1. It means that 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 1. It is nothing but here you are getting A only. Similarly, A plus 1. Similarly, if I consider A plus 1, A plus 1. A plus 1 equal to 1. Let us verify. Let us consider A equal to 0 and A equal to 1. 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. 1 plus 1, which is equal to 1. So irrespective of this A value, this is always equal to 1. Similarly, just verify other things also. A into A bar equal to 0. This is A into A bar. A into A bar is equal to 0. For example, if A is 0, then A bar becomes 1. 0 into 1 is 0. Similarly, if A is 1, then A bar is 0. 1 into 0 becomes 0. So, now you got A into A bar equal to 0. Similarly, verify for other things. So, this is a duality. If plus is replaced in the duality, you have to replace a plus symbol with dot and 0 with 1. Plus is replaced with dot and 0 is replaced with 1. Similarly, plus is replaced with dot, 1 is replaced with 0. Automatically 1 is replaced with 0. This is called as duality. We are having De Morgan's theorem. That is A, B, A plus B. This is your A plus B. Already we have seen. This is your OR gate operation. This is your NOR gate operation. A plus B whole bar is equal to. This is your A bar is nothing but complement of your A. Complement of B. A dot B is equal to A bar dot B bar is equal to multiplication of your complements. It means that a bar plus b bar. Here I have shown that a plus b. If you observe this column, according to the De Morgan's theorem, it states that a plus b whole bar is equal, according to the De Morgan's, a plus b whole bar is equal to a bar into b bar, or ab whole bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Let us verify. A plus b whole bar. This is your a plus b whole bar. 1,000,000. Whether it is equal to a bar b bar, 1,000,000. Next, ab whole bar. Ab whole bar is equal to 1,110, which is equal to a bar plus b bar, which is of 1,110. So this is called as De Morgan's theorem. Distributive law. A into b plus c is equal to ab plus ac. Just verify this table. A, B, C are the values and b plus c is your OR operation, and multiply b plus c. This with a. That is how do the AND operation, you will get this one, which is equal to ab plus ac. Just verify these values. These values with a dot b plus c is equal to all zeros, remaining are ones, and ab plus ac is equal to all zeros, remaining are 1. So like this we are having some theorems, and we are having some K-map. If n number of variables are more, then it is not possible to reduce the equation with only Boolean algebra. We have a K-map and Quinn-McCluskey method. So by using those techniques, we are able to reduce the number of variables. So with the help of, by reducing the number of variables, it is nothing but we are reducing number of logic gates required to implement that equation or circuit. Thank you.